So hello to all of you, wherever you may be, from the Juventus Stadium in the Alpine city of Turin. And our live game is Brazil against France. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here? It's in!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
France didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. It's Neymar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Referee's given a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Tweedy looking up to see who wants it. And now they can launch a counter. Brazil making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Griezmann has gone out. Griezmann. Brazil scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Dashing forward at pace, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. And that would have been some goal.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
Oh, you could tell he really wanted that.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho! That is wayward.
OK, they've got nothing to show for it, but that was a really incisive counter-attack, and it's hard to defend against that type of breakaway.
Evra. It's loose, who's getting there? He'll hit it! He's got away with one there. Evra, Koscielny, and it's Coutinho. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Shot a goal! He's got away with one there. There he is, making his presence felt.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Oh, flags up. Neymar takes a look up. Brazil are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Matuidi. Fernandinho passes it through. Evra. To the final 5 minutes of the first half. Looking to force his way through. It's Willian! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Evra. Matuidi. Now the pass. That'll go straight through to the keeper. He'll try from distance. He's got away with one there. Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about. We've reached half-time.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Brazil leading 1-0 at the break. Here's the start of the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho tries a through ball. Can he score? Neymar goes for the cross. Fernandinho! That's gone a long way up and away. Spoon forward. Neymar. Header! They've scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Brazil take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Crossbar comes to the rescue. Matuidi. Giroud. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. A real chance to break. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. No, too much on it. Overhit and out of play. Brazil get dipped into their subs. Martial. That's good intervention. Things could have got far worse than that. Fernandinho is long and forward. It's a forceful run down the right, but he's short of options now. It's Neymar! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Sanya, Griezmann, Pogba, and it's Giroud, Coutinho, loose ball, who's going to get there? They pick it up and they can have another go. Oh, he's put too much on it, and out to safety. Into the channel. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, that is a shame. Sometimes, unfortunately, it happens, but nobody likes to concede a goal like that.
Brazil, some help from Lady Luck there, they all count. Matuidi. And it's Giroud. Now they're guilty of lacking inventiveness here, it's all broken down. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. He's away! Coutinho, saved only by poor finishing.
Well, that's the kind of break that can do a lot of damage. It just lacked the finish to be a great counter-attacking strike. It was so direct.
Evra. Brazil are coasting towards victory. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. That really should have hit the net.
OK, they've got nothing to show for it, but that was a really incisive counter-attack, and it's hard to defend against that type of breakaway.
It's a loose ball. Giroud. Another piece of really good defending. Matuidi. Philippe Coutinho pumps it forwards. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Clearance now, can they make something of it? Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Sanya. Now it's Pogba. Griezmann. So that's it. It is all over. Brazil, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents in superior quality. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, that's what supporters love to see. Tremendous will and spirit, crunching tackles and a real desire to attack. Nobody can feel let down by that.